ifconfig. As you can see, it gives all the details of the network interfaces I have here. This is the detail of the Wi-Fi card. You can see the MAC address here. Just see the MAC address once. The MAC address is like a specific ID given to your device and it cannot be changed. But there are some methods, what we call as MAC spoofing. So I'll demonstrate one. Okay, before we start spoofing the MAC address, you need to shut down the Wi-Fi interface. So the command is ifconfig LAN 0, the Wi-Fi interface, down. This will shut down the interface. Now the command to change the MAC address, MAC changer -m, the MAC address you want. Suppose I want a MAC address like this and the interface, so that's LAN 0. Yes. See, the current MAC is this one, but the new MAC is this, the change MAC address. You can check this in the ifconfig. Before that, you need to power up the device. So ifconfig LAN 0 up. Now you can check it. As you can see, the MAC address has been changed. Previously I had some other MAC address here, some 64.5A04040067, but now it's changed to 001122334455. So that's how you change the MAC address of the system. You can just check out the advantages of spoofing MAC address over the internet. So it's up to you. Before we start the process, we need to initiate the Wi-Fi interface in the monitor mode. That means you can use it to monitor all the networks around you. So for that, the command is airmon ng start LAN 0. This should start the process, but this did not start because there is some other process using the Wi-Fi card. So I need to kill it. Airmon ng check kill. So this will kill this process. Now you can start the LAN 0 interface in monitor mode. As you can see, monitor mode is enabled for LAN 0, and check out the interface name, LAN 0 mon. You should remember this name. It depends on devices. So in all my further command, you should just replace LAN 0 mon with your interface name. Okay, we'll see all the Wi-Fi networks around us. So it's given by aerodump -ng, the interface name LAN 0 mon. Okay, we're getting all the Wi-Fi network around us now. When you have enough Wi-Fi networks around you, you can press Ctrl+C to stop the process. And we are going to hack this Wi-Fi now. The name of the network is hack this Wi-Fi. This is my personal Wi-Fi, and you can see all the details of the Wi-Fi here, like the MAC address, the channel and all. So we'll isolate this network now and get details about all the clients connected to the network. That's given by aerodump -ng. Sorry about that. Aerodump -ng -channel. The channel is channel 1 minus BSSID, that is E0. Copy this thing, paste it here. Okay, you need to save all these files somewhere. It can be given by -w, the directory you want to save the files. Mine is like root hacking. Okay, then the interface name LAN 0 mon. Okay, this is the network, and here you'll get all the clients connected. So we have one client connected to the network. whenever a device tries to connect to a network, they exchange password in the form of packets which are encrypted. So we will be capturing those packets and will be decrypting it later. So in order to get the packet, you have to wait till a client tries to connect to the network, or you can disconnect a available client from the network itself. So we'll do that now. Just open up another terminal. Write the command as air reply -ng. -0 represents we are going to deauthenticate. We are going to send 10 deauthentication packets. That would be more than sufficient. And we'll give the BSS ID that's given by -a. We'll paste the BSS ID here of the network. This network. Then we'll specify the interface. LAN 0 mon. Okay, it's air replay. As you can see, we are sending deauthentication packets. Once you send the deauthentication packet, the device tries to reconnect to the network. When it does, you'll get something called as WPA handshake here. So that's the file we have captured now. If you get this WPA handshake, we're done with capturing the packet. So we can close this window now. Let's clear up the screen. Okay, we need to decrypt the password now. So I'll show you the files. They're in the hashing section, as I said. So these are the files that were collected now. And this cap file contains the password in the encrypted form. So we need to decrypt it now using a tool called AirCrack. As I said, we need to decrypt the cap file. For demo purpose, I do know the password of the network. It's a 8-digit number. So I'll show how to crack a 8-digit number. This can be applied to any digit number, and this can be applied to any word password also. I'll be telling a method for that later. So for that we need to get all the possible 8-digit numbers. I have created a C code to get all the 8-digit possible numbers. I'll just show it now. Gedit. So this is a simple C code for generating all possible 8-digit combinations from 0 to 99999. Okay, we'll see the output now. Compile the C code. We can check the output now. As you can see, we are generating output of all possible 8-digit combinations. We can stop the process. So you need to get this output on a file. The procedure is /a.out followed by the symbol and the place where you need to save the file, like root hacking numbers.txt. If I press enter, it will save all this output to a file called numbers.txt in the directory root hacking. So I have already done this. I'll show the file. This is the file. This contains all the possible 8-digit combination. So we can now start the hacking. The main tool we are going to use is AirCrack. So AirCrack -ng -a2 specifies that we are hacking WPA2 network. -b, the BSS ID of the network. -w, the place where the cap file, not the cap file, the word list is placed. That's the numbers.txt. That's root /hacking/numbers.txt. And you need to specify the cap file. So that's present at root hacking star.cap. It will automatically replace the star by the name star.cap. Press enter. As you can see, the hacking has started now. It's checking for all the possible combinations now. We are at 00, some 9, some 10,000. We are checking at around 1000 keys per second. Depending on your computer speed, the hacking process can take from 6 hours to 20 hours also. So we'll wait for the password to crack. As you can see, the key has been found. Usually WPA and WPA2 networks have password of alphabets, numbers, special characters, uppercase, lowercase. So it's almost going to take years to crack the code. But if it's for numbers, you can crack it very easily. So there are many easy methods by which you can crack the codes. Like if the device supports WPS, I'll show that in my next video. This gives a brief idea of how the hacking procedure can be done. Real hacking is like you need to code everything on your own, write scripts, but that's too much for the beginners. So you need to start somewhere, and I think this is a good example. Okay, I believe this small tutorial was helpful. You can check out my blog for step-by-step instruction about this procedure. I'll do post a link in the description below, so please check it out. If you like the video, please give a thumbs up, and please subscribe for more videos like this. Thank you.